Hi everyone, I hope you're well. Today I thought I'd do a little bit of a studio diary / drafting analysis about the geometric Vionnet top I know a lot of us love. In a second I'm gonna switch over and have a look at the original and also another version by, lots of versions, quite different but same sort of principles, by Sonia Delaunay. Just to sort of, it's quite interesting to see how you can interpret the same ideas in different ways. And tomorrow I'm gonna do sort of a quick drafting guide on how I interpreted her design on my own tops. I've got about half a dozen, and I've also made several for other people, so I've managed to get them back. Ones which don't belong to me, and you can guess which one are mine and which one aren't. There's definite themes there. And just how you can actually use that theme and can interpret it differently, like these two are more asymmetric, but also you can use different fabrics and how you can go quite understated as well if you want to. So I'm going to look at that tomorrow. I'm also planning, on Friday we got a proper drafting tutorial to recreate the Vionnet pattern. I know the book has got the pattern, how it looks like, but I actually think it's quite abstract. So what I'm gonna do is actually show you how to plan it all out so it fits your size you want to make and your body. And I always, and on Friday I'm using my block to start with, but that's just to make it a little bit easier, so I know I already have a marker where how my neckline looks like and how far it is to my waist. But if you haven't got a block yet, you can literally just you work out the width of your top and the length, and you can still do it. You just have to decide how to draw in your neckline and how wide you want your armholes to be. But it works just as well. I'm going to sort of show you the whole process. And I've already noticed some slight inaccuracies in the book, and I know a lot of people hate the book for that, but it might be quite interesting to look at it for Friday, and maybe you can spot them in a second, because I just started doing all tutorials for Friday, and I thought, oh, it's slightly odd, that's not right. Maybe you spotted before Emma as well. So yes, on Friday you will have a full tutorial, but I thought today I sort of just talk about the top in more general, because the tutorial is quite long, so I thought I'd do a sort of analysis and chatting about it today. And then if I'm also planning to do some quick drafting guides on just how to do yourself templates so you can make your own designs, because you might not want to create the Vionnet style exactly. So over the weekend I'm just going to do a quick drafting guide on how to make your base, and two different versions, how you can make it slightly fitted or very pure. So by the end of the weekend you should be able to do your own. And then I had an idea. I think you can, at the moment the Vionnet is very square, it's flat, it's geometric. I'm going to show you in a second, which of course if you're small busted it doesn't really matter, but I think we can actually adapt it for if you're larger busted, so you keep some fitting in the style lines. So I'm hoping to also do a quick drafting tip of that by Monday, so hopefully that be helpful for you too. But I just wanted to sort of talk a bit about the top, what I like about it. It's basically sort of it's all geometric, and it moves away from front and back. So what she's basically done is very much like creating a quilt or painting or collage. So you're painting in fabric, but the dimensions and the proportions fit your body, so it wraps around your whole bodice. So in theory it's just a long rectangle with lines drawn on it, but then some of the lines correspond to your armhole and things like that, and you can get quite clever, and I'm going to talk about it a bit more tomorrow. But some of these tops I've literally just started by piecing together pieces of fabric and then seeing where it lets me and just holding on to me and thinking, oh, I need to put another piece on there. And then sometimes it can go a bit strange, but I think that's also the sort of beauty of that process, where you go away from flat pattern cutting. Saying that, you can also purely flat pattern cut it, and of course it gives you more control and you know what the outcome will be. But if you want to, if you have some sort of fabric remnants, it's quite good fun to also just play around and see where it leads you, and you end up with some quite interesting outcomes, and I'm gonna show them to you tomorrow. But let's have a look at the Vionnet top itself. This is the Sonia Delaunay I wanted to show you as well, but let's have a quick look at the Vionnet. And I know I sort of did a quick summary on it when I looked at the book, but I just want to show you these Futurist illustrations. And on Friday I'm going to show you how to make an exact copy as far as it's possible, using your own bodice block and pattern, flat pattern cutting, and so it will look similar to this, but work for your bodice. But of course you might think, oh, I just want parts of it or bits of it, and it's sort of quite interesting how I've done different versions. Like this is an illustration of this one, but it looks quite differently worn, it looks different style, different necklines, or you could put on sleeves and do the same thing. And I also quite like this sort of dress version, where it's a not fitted dress, and then they just sort of used this oval shapes, and that's of course it's sort of quite similar to some of the Comme des Garçons or even Victor Rolf stuff now, where you sort of use geometrics but you move away from the fitted bodice in a different style. And if you want to recreate the whole outfit, and you can of course use that sort of ombre look, where you all use the same shade but light dark. The skirt will work exactly as the top, and you can probably use exactly the same pattern. Like you make it up exactly the same apart from the top, because you got your neckline in there. Instead you just make it one big rectangle and then gather it. And they've made it a little bit bigger, but depending on how fitted your skirt wants to be, you could probably make it the same size. But the principle works exactly the same, so it's quite clever. It's just swapped around, so it's sort of zigzag. So again, it's that sort of futurist look. And as I said, I will show you the whole pattern on Friday, and I will also show you the sort of weird thing I noticed. And actually this, I'm not going to tell you now, I want to talk about it on Friday more. But the one thing I would really love to see somebody wear it, because it looks different here, it looks different here, and then again it looks completely different there. So I would quite love to know some, you know, like a photograph of the time. So I might try to find one for us, because I think on the mannequin it's put on the mannequin now, so the waist looks quite high and stuff like that. But yes, that's it would be interesting to see. So if you have a look at the Sonia Delaunay, this was a fantastic exhibition, because it's actually, because of course she was an artist, so this is sort of what you know her as well. But she also basically did lots of very commercially successfully textile designs for, I think it was a department store at Met's, maybe in New York even. But you can just see, and that's, I think this book is actually, it's just textiles, but it's a really good inspiration on 1930s and 20s color schemes and how to put colors together. So if you're planning to do the Vionnet top, but you don't want to do the beige to brown scheme, these are all like, you can sort of just see how she's put colors together and different variations. So it's like a color card collection of 1930s, and a lot of them quite beautiful. So while you can't buy the fabrics now. It's just even how you use the colors she used. I mean, you could use plain cottons or silks to do the same. But I think books like that are quite beautiful, just for inspiration, even if you can't get a practical use out of them as such. So what I wanted to show you is this one. So it's again, it's, as I said, different versions of using geometric, but again it wraps around the bodice, and this is the most famous one. What I like about it, the Vionnet is pure 1920s. It's the real geometric shape and it follows round. Sonia Delaunay has done something similar, but she's actually put it on a so straight, maybe slightly tulip shaped coat, but it's quite conventional. It's got satin sleeves, it's got a stand collar, a side seam, shoulder seam, so it will fit you well and be really easy to wear. But she has, same as Vionnet, she's created a geometric pattern which moves around the bodice. So this is a really delicate embroidered, very detailed pattern, but you could do a bigger version of that in a Vionnet style, but still keep on the sleeves and some fit around the side seams and shoulders, so it fits you better, but it's still, as much as it can, it follows the geometric. Of course, it always will fall slightly short where we have a curved seam like the armhole, but it does it really well. It's very beautiful, and you can see some more. She's just similar stuff to Vionnet. It always moves around the body with geometric, but I think her stuff is slightly more conventional, and these of course are the famous swimsuits. But again, it's sort of, she has got side seams, but it sort of moves from the front to the back around and plays with putting geometrics and movement on the body in the same way as Vionnet did. I want to show you one last one, which is not a top. Oh yeah, this one, just how she uses, just in this case, conventional fabric, but she places it in different ways around the bodice. So you can play with it, or for example, if you have print which corresponds with a plain fabric, you could do a version of the Vionnet and the Sonia Delaunay where you use some plain and some print to create your own look. But these are just some other examples of how you can adapt the technique to suit you, and of course you're probably going to do a version to suit yourself. Tomorrow, as I said, I'm going to show you the versions I've made over the years, and then on Friday I see you with a drafting tutorial. But that's it for me for today. Bye!